Hello everyone, myself Sunita and I'm from Nagaur, Rajasthan, currently in third year, pursuing BA program with history as major and sociology as minor from Shyam Prasad Mukherjee College, University of Delhi. And my topic for today is the history of Indo-Pak conflicts, mainly focusing Kashmir. Before I start, I would like to thank the guest of honor, Mr. Shambhu Dubey sir, for giving his precious time and joining. So thank you so much, sir. And also thank you to GSTS for providing me this wonderful opportunity, especially Manish sir and Mohsina ma'am for guiding and encouraging me. So now let's proceed with our presentation. Next slide, please, sir. Yeah. Sir, actually, I can't see the whole presentation. Like the pages are coming cut, so.
Okay, you carry forward. I'll try to fix it up. Okay.
Okay, sir. So now my objective behind choosing this particular topic, as I'm a history student, so I have keen interest in modern Indian history, and also today is an era where building and maintaining international relations is paramount. And India is making significant strategies to strengthen its global presence. But somehow, as we are aware that its neighborhood causes great threat to its national security and integrity. So, especially Pakistan. And the focal point of contention between both the nation is the Kashmir issue. And since my childhood, I have heard that Pakistan making attacks on India. And recently also, we have seen the Riyasi attack. So all these events have made or built my interest to know and analyze the history of India-Pak relations. Moving forward, next slide. Uh, Moving forward, we will go as per the table of content. Very first, we will see what is the importance of Kashmir for both the nations. And then we will have a brief introduction of the history of Kashmir during partition. After that, we will see United Nations Security Council resolutions. Initially, although there are multiple resolutions, but we will focus on initial three resolutions that are resolution 38, 39 and 47. After that, we will see that how these resolutions have made to adopt different approaches for both the nations. So we will see varying approaches by both the nations. After that, we will see phases in Indo-Pak relations. And through these phases, we will understand how the history of conflicts have emerged between both the nations. And then we will see what is the international stand, what the international communities has to say. And finally, I will share my point of view and ideas. So here you can see the map of Kashmir. We will start from the left. So here is the area of Gilgit-Baltistan, which is controlled by Pakistan but claimed by India. And below it is the Azad Kashmir area. So these two, both Gilgit-Baltistan and Azad Kashmir, combined makes the POK, Pak Occupied Kashmir. Then in the right, we have green area, that is Aksai Chin area. So this area is controlled by China since the 1962 war, but claimed by India. After that, there is a gray part in the middle, which is Siachen Glacier part. It is controlled by India, but claimed by Pakistan. Also near it is the Shaksgam Valley. So this valley was gifted by Pakistan to China after the 1962 war. So although it is a disputed land, but Pakistan gifted it to China. In the blue dotted line is the line of control, and there is red dotted line, that is line of actual control. So we will see the history that how these were formed and how this Siachen Glacier area is important and what is the importance of LOC. Next, coming to the importance of Kashmir. Now, what is the importance of Kashmir? That both the nations are having contentions with each other. So the very first reason is the strategic location Kashmir has got. As we know that there are challenging terrains in Kashmir, including mountains and glaciers, which naturally provides Kashmir a defense. Also, Kashmir has many rivers. Kashmir is home to many rivers like Indus, Jhelum, and Chenab. So, as we know that water helps in agriculture as well as to generate hydroelectricity power. Moving forward, then it also have tourism potential because we know that Kashmir's beauty attracts tourists, and that's how it also contributes to the economy, and it has historical and cultural significance too. Then the last reason is connectivity and trade route. So the Kashmir region provides connectivity to the Central Asia. So for the easy access of trade, this region is crucial. Next, now let's talk about the brief history of partition. As we know, the partition of India and Pakistan occurred on August 15, 1947. This event marked the end of British colonial rule in the Indian subcontinent and led to the creation of two independent dominions, India and Pakistan. And during this time only, Pakistan made some tribesmen attacks in the area of Kashmir, and that's when the Maharaja Hari Singh of Jammu and Kashmir decided to accede with India, and he signed Instrument of Accession. After that, later we will see that what happened after the Instrument of Accession. But before that, we will see what were the three main resolutions provided by United Nations Security Council. The very first resolution, 38, it talked about the measures India and Pakistan had to take to improve the situation in Kashmir and to refrain from doing anything that would aggravate the situation. Next, Resolution 39, and this resolution came up with a commission which was set up to investigate the dispute between the two countries over Kashmir and exercise mediatory influence. And the commission's name was UN Commission on India and Pakistan. Finally, Resolution 47, and this recommended measures which both the nations need to take. And also, during this time, this resolution talked about plebiscite to conduct in the Jammu Kashmir region. As we all know that plebiscite means it is conducted over disputed land, where the voters have to choose with which party they want to go, whether party A or party B. So here in this case, UN Forum asked to both the nations about conducting plebiscite in the region. But even after that, both the nations had adopted different approaches, even though the three resolutions were provided by United Nations Security Council. And India insisted Pakistan that first Pakistan need to completely withdraw its troop from the disputed region. And then it also said that, okay, we are okay with conducting plebiscite. And India was of the view that there should be some legality of Jammu and Kashmir accession as well. But then Pakistan was saying that we will not uphold the legality of Instrument of Accession. And that's how the both of their approaches changed and the conflicts rise up more. Moving forward, here are the phases in Indo-Pak relations. So basically there are 4 phases, and through these phases, we will understand how the history of conflicts have came up. So the very first phase is the phase of active aggression. During this time, there were series of war and conflicts between both the nation, and it was from 1947 to 2001. Second phase was the phase of reconciliation. It was from 2001 to 2008. Third phase was of passive bilateralism from 2008 to 2015, and then the phase of renewed aggression from 2015 to till date. Next, let's talk about the first phase, the phase of active aggression. And as I have previously mentioned, that the Maharaja of Kashmir, Hari Singh, he was not sure with which nation to accede. So during that time, the impatient Pakistan, that launched series of operation, and the very first operation was Gulmarg, and its aim was to annex Kashmir. After it, Pakistan launched the Pashtun tribesman attack in October 1947 in order to invade the Kashmir Valley. And that's how the first Indo-Pak war happened in 1947. And during this phase only, Nehruji took the Kashmir issue to United Nations Security Council, and that's how the issue got internationalized. And after that, United Nations announced ceasefire in the region. And here at this point only, the concept of ceasefire line came, which later defined as a line of control. Now in 1965, Pakistan was launched another operation, Gibraltar, and its motive was to infiltrate in Jammu and Kashmir and also to radicalize the youth of Kashmir. But it was a failure for Pakistan, and after it, Pakistan launched another operation, the Operation Grand Slam, and its motive was to capture the area of Akhnur. Now, Akhnur is strategically very important because Akhnur is the region which connects the southern Jammu Kashmir to the Kashmir Valley. Also, through this, Pakistan wanted to cut off the Indian line routes and communication route, and also wanted to isolate the Indian army in that region. Although Pakistan had a failure in this, otherwise it would have been a detrimental situation for India. Then after it, the second Indo-Pak war happened in 1965, and it ended with a Tashkent Agreement because United Nations Forum has announced ceasefire in the region. So then this war also ended in stalemate. After that, on September 1948, Pakistan occupied Skardu. Now, Skardu is a strategically very important place because it is located in the disputed area of Gilgit-Baltistan, and it is a crucial town of Gilgit-Baltistan. And then, after in response of it, the Indian Army took the region of Dras and Kargil in the Ladakh region, because these two are crucial for the Ladakh region. And that's how India secured the Srinagar-Kargil-Leh road, which was also strategically very important. After that, from 1965 to 71, during this time, situations were not good within Pakistan. As we know that Pakistan was not as it is today. During that time, Pakistan had two parts, West Pakistan and East Pakistan. And somewhere West Pakistan was dominating the East Pakistan. And this triggered East Pakistan when the West Pakistan declared Urdu as the national language. So then Sheikh Mujibur Rahman from East Pakistan, he created War of Liberation. And after that, there was a gross influx of refugees from the territory of East Pakistan to the Indian territory through Tripura. And that's when India decided to join hands with Bangladesh. और उसके बाद में 13 दिन का war होता है, and in that Pakistan was defeated very badly, and 93,000 prisoners of war were captured by the Indian army. And this was the second largest troop surrender after the World War II. And to commemorate this day, we celebrate it as Vijay Divas or Victory Day. After it in 1972, Shimla Agreement was signed, and that's when the ceasefire line concept got designated as line of control. And it was mainly about peace treaty between both the nations. Then in 1984, India launched Operation Meghdoot due to Pakistan's cartographic aggression, and the result was that Indian troops gained control of the entire Siachen glacier. Now here I will talk that why Siachen glacier is important. So as we know that Siachen glacier is one of the highest points in the world. फॉर पाकिस्तान इट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट बिकॉज क्योंकि ये पाकिस्तान और चाइना को एक कनेक्टिविटी देता है एंड एज वी नो दैट दिस बोथ आर समवेयर पॉजिंग थ्रेट्स टू इंडिया एंड इंडिया के लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि एज इट इज द हाईएस्ट पॉइंट और यहाँ से इंडिया पाकिस्तान और चाइना दोनों पे नजर रख सकता है सो फॉर इंडिया इट इज स्ट्रेटेजिकली इम्पॉर्टेंट देन लाहौर डेक्लेरेशन हैपेंड द एग्रीमेंट टॉक्ड अबाउट a vision of peace and stability between the two countries. लेकिन पाकिस्तान फिर लाहौर डेक्लेरेशन को भी ब्रेच करता है और उसके रेस्पॉन्स में 26 जुलाई 1919 को कारगिल वॉर होता है एंड इट हैपेंड बिकॉज infiltrators from Pakistan crossed the line of control and occupied high positions in Ladakh's Kargil district. Although the Indian Army announced the successful culmination of Operation Vijay and declared victory over Pakistan. Next, coming to the second phase, and this phase was the phase of reconciliation. और इस वक्त हमारे जो प्रधानमंत्री थे वो अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी थे and he gave 3 principles to counter the situation of Kashmir. And these principles were Insaniyat, Jamhuriyat, and Kashmiriyat, meaning humanity, democracy, and the legacy of Kashmir, Kashmir's composite culture. As we know that in Kashmir earlier, all the religions used to stay together with peace and harmony. So he gave the concept of principle of Kashmiriyat. Then also Pakistan did not stop, and in 2008 we have seen attack on Taj Hotel in Mumbai, and then the third phase, the phase of bilateralism came into picture. और इस फेज में दोनों नेशंस के बीच में एक बायलैटरल डायलॉग होता है लेकिन वो ज्यादा समय नहीं चलता बट 2014 में इंडिया कम्स विद अ पॉलिसी फर्स्ट नेबरहुड पॉलिसी. And as per this policy, India is committed to develop friendly and mutually beneficial relations with all its neighborhood, even including Pakistan. And also there was Sari Shawl diplomacy, जिसका मतलब था कि the Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, he gifted sari to Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi ji's mother, and then later in the next year Mr. Narendra Modi ji, he gifted shawl to Nawaz Sharif's mother. That's how it was the phase of bilateral dialogue, but it did not happen for long. After that, the phase of renewed aggression came from 2015 to till now. Now, it started when Pakistan and China both created China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. अब प्रॉब्लम ये नहीं था कि दोनों नेशन पाकिस्तान और चाइना दे वर क्रिएटिंग चाइना पाकिस्तान इकोनॉमिक कॉरिडोर बट द प्रॉब्लम लाइड when this corridor was being built at the disputed land, that was Gilgit-Baltistan, and India was against it. That how can you make or pass a corridor from a disputed land? After that, Pakistan launches series of terror attacks. In 2015, Gurdaspur terror attack. In 2016, Pathankot attack, and then in 2016, the same year, Uri attack came in picture. As per this attack, after this attack, Indian Army carried out surgical strikes on the night of September 28 and 29 in Pak occupied Kashmir. Then another attack was Amarnath Yatra attack in 2017. And in 2019, Pulwama attack happened. And in this, 40 CRPF personnel of Indian army were killed by Pakistani army. And India made Balakot airstrike as a result. और इसी वक्त इंडिया ने पाकिस्तान से मोस्ट फेवर्ड नेशन का टाइटल विथड्रॉ कर लिया था एट द वर्ल्ड ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ऑल्सो इस वक्त इंडिया और पाकिस्तान के बीच में जो इंपोर्ट हो रहा था उसमें इंडिया ने 200% कस्टम ड्यूटीज इम्पोज कर दिए थे. सो दैट मीन्स वो कहीं ना कहीं पाकिस्तान को इकोनॉमिकली इम्पैक्ट किया. Also, in the same year, October 2019, abrogation of Article 370 comes into picture. And as per this article, all the rights enshrined in the Indian Constitution of India, which were benefiting all the other states of India, were now enjoyed by Jammu, Kashmir, and Ladakh's people. नेक्स्ट नाउ आई विल टॉक कि इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटी का क्या कहना है. सो द इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटी इंक्लूडिंग द यूनाइटेड नेशंस, द यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स, चाइना एंड द यूरोपियन यूनियन, दे कंसिस्टेंटली एडवोकेट्स फॉर बायलेटरल डायलॉग बिटवीन इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान टू रिजॉल्व द डिस्प्यूट. तो जो इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस है लाइक यूएन और रीजनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस है लाइक यूरोपियन यूनियन एंड जो डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज है लाइक यूनाइटेड स्टेट एंड चाइना, दे ऑल आर ऑफ द कॉमन व्यू कि दोनों देशों को बायलैटरल डायलॉग से इस डिस्प्यूट को रिजॉल्व करना चाहिए. लेकिन जैसा हम जानते हैं कि इनिशियली यूनाइटेड स्टेट used to support Pakistan and even used to provide armaments to Pakistan. लेकिन आज जब इंडिया जियोपॉलिटिकली इज इमर्जिंग इन द रीजन एट द ग्लोबल लेवल, यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स स्टार्टेड इंक्लाइनिंग टुवर्ड्स इंडिया एज वेल, एंड नाउ इट इज हैविंग न्यूट्रल स्टैंड ऑन द कश्मीर इशू. एंड टॉकिंग अबाउट चाइना, तो as we know that China and Pakistan right now are having very friendly relations, but at the front even China also talks about neutral approach between both the nations and says that it is their personal matter of both the nations and no third party should indulge. Now, coming to my personal view, that what I feel, so as we have seen the series of attacks, conflicts and war from Pakistan, and as a response, India also responded. And through these conflicts, I can say that Indo-Pak relations is a classic example of failure of democratic peace theory. And as we know that India has emerged strongly on the global stage in recent years, but Pakistan is facing challenges since the day it was formed. So I believe India should focus on strengthening its economy, enhancing its position as a rising power, and prioritizing the welfare of its citizens. So India's efforts in these areas have already yielded significant benefits, contributing to its growing influence and stability. And India don't need Pakistan, but Pakistan surely needs India, as we are seeing Pakistan's condition right now. So that's by my side, and these are the sources I took help from. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Sunita. It was really a very wonderful talk. Sunita, can you just confirm whether I'm audible or not? Like, I'm properly audible, right?
Yes, you are
Yes, yes.
audible. Audible.
Okay, then fine. Okay. So it was absolutely a wonderful talk, Sunita. Congratulations for such a wonderful depiction of such complicated and a topic which involves several wars and how you conclude the topic. It was really appreciating. Now we have some questions, so let's take them. The first question is that what are the ethical implications of the media portrayal? of the
What
Kashmir
are
conflict? What are the ethical implications of the media portrayal of the Kashmir conflict, both within India and Pakistan, and also internationally? Like how media, portray this Kashmir conflict and how it is somehow affecting India, Pakistan, and also at international levels. Sunita, are you there?
for the inconvenience? Yeah, now you can repeat your question.
ओके ओके सो द क्वेश्चन इज बेसिकली कि मीडिया का क्या रोल है कश्मीर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट में, चाहे वो इंडिया की बात करें, चाहे हम पाकिस्तान की बात करें, या फिर इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर बात करें, मीडिया किस तरीके से इस इशू को पोर्ट्रे करती है, और मीडिया के इशू के पोर्ट्रे करने का तरीका पे काफी कुछ निर्भर करता है. सो व्हाट इज मीडियाज टेक ऑन दिस इशू at India level, at Pakistan level, or at international level as well?
Okay, so now talking about medias, then the media of both the respective nations support their own nation. Like Indian media is supporting India, but talking about Pakistani media, then there is a bit of bias as they are not upholding the legality of instrument of accession. And talking about international media, so they too are of the neutral view that it should be solved as per the will of both the nations. And the international media says that human rights should be upheld superior, and there should be the superiority of rule of law. So both the international media says that there should be rule of law and human rights, they should be paramount. And talking about the media of respective nations, so they obviously favor their own particular nations.
Okay, very well answered. Now, the Sunita, just mute yourself. Like while I am speaking something, because somehow na voice फिर echo करता है इस वजह से. Okay, so the last question I am taking is, what economic impacts has the Kashmir dispute had on the region? इस पर्टिकुलर डिस्प्यूट की वजह से उस रीजन पर जो इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट्स पड़े हैं, व्हाट इज योर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑन दिस?
Yes, so talking about economic impacts, तो mainly दो economic impacts देखने को मिलते हैं. The very first is defense expenditure. बिकॉज डिफेंस एक्सपेंडिचर की बात करें तो जो इंडिया का नेशनल बजट का आधा जो पोर्शन है, कुछ पोर्शन जो है वो कश्मीर के डिस्प्यूट को रिजॉल्व करने में चला जाता है, एज वहाँ पे नेशनल सिक्योरिटी, बॉर्डर सिक्योरिटी का इशू रहता है. सो टू काउंटर दोज टेरर अटैक्स एंड कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान, द some portion of union budget directly goes for defense expenditure. Second reason is that it affects the tourism. So the tourism in Kashmir has declined drastically. After the conflict and these wars, there is instability in Kashmir, and that has affected the tourism. And so the tourists have got less interest in visiting Kashmir. So they think of visiting other places in the world instead of Kashmir. Although Kashmir is referred as like a very beautiful place on the earth, but the conflicts have made tourism decline.
Okay, very well answered once again. Last question I'm asking you is that what was your experience with this platform and the whole journey of that 1 week? You started your research work and then you somehow completed your script. So something if you want to share with our audience some of your experiences and something which you have learned so far in this 1 week.
Firstly, I would like to thank Manish sir, because I know initially I was speaking in 2x speed, and he was continuously insisting me that no, Sunita, speak slowly so and calmly. And I think this space also I got from him because he was continuously saying me that thoda aur aaram se, otherwise I was speaking on 2x speed. So I got that calmness. Little bit is still there, the improvement of area, but still I got that. I learned that from Manish sir, so thank you sir, and also to Mohsina ma'am. उनकी वजह से मुझे ये इस प्लेटफॉर्म के बारे में पता चला. सो थैंक यू टू यू ऑल. एंड इस टॉपिक को पढ़ते वक्त मुझे काफी सारी चीजें पता चली कि इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस का क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है, डिप्लोमेसी का क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है, और रिसेंट टाइम में जहां इंडिया इज ग्रोइंग एज एन जियोपॉलिटिकल पावर एट द इंटरनेशनल लेवल. So to understand that, and how that despite the conflict with Pakistan, India was not focusing on that, and instead it was focusing on itself. Whereas I got to know that Pakistan is, suffering from existential crisis. That instead of focusing on its own development, it started focusing on India, like to pull down India, to defeat India. So that has impacted Pakistan's economy, but whereas India was focusing on it and it had grown up. So वो मुझे चीज सीखने को मिली, and that I think we should follow in our real life as well. So all these things I got to learn, and obviously about the history as well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Sunita. And once again, congratulations for such a wonderful depiction. Now it's time to invite a guest of honor once again for his final remarks. And I would like to invite Professor Shambhu Kumar Dubey sir once again for his final remarks and for his ideas as well on this today's topic. Sir, please.
Thank you, Shailendraji. Uh, at the outset, I must congratulate the hard work and the very beautiful presentation of Sunita ji. I think you have really done tremendous homework before your entire presentation, and the entire scholars are definitely going to be benefited out of your lecture. uh, you have given enough food for thought to all the research scholars present over here, and you have proved yourself to be a dynamic research scholar, graduate scholar. Now, as far as the topic is concerned, to the best of my understanding, it covers a very wide dimension. Uh, so much so that it becomes very difficult for any speaker to cover the entire dynamics of Indo-Pak conflict in 15 to 20 minutes. So it's very difficult. But the time span which you took to present your views and present it in a very clear-cut terms, in primarily in the post-independent era, the history of India and Pakistan in the post-independent era is really worth appreciating. But what I feel at this juncture is that to understand the history of Indo-Pak relations, we have to go much behind the creation of these two nations, two dominions. So much so that at least not even too far, then even in that case, at least we have to study the history of uh, partition, the causes, the reason which led to finally partition both the nations in 1947. The genesis, the reason, the root cause behind the partition of these two nations. So if you look at the development since partition of Bengal, 1905, subsequently the formation of Muslim League, gradually the Morley Reforms Act of 1909, all these incidents led to the basic background, the framework of the genesis of the creation of these two dominions. And the entire conflict between the Muslim League and the Congress, we have witnessed throughout since then till 1947. And the idea of two nation theory, Chaudhry Rahmat Ali, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, and all such thing developments. Ultimately, when we study the provisions which were very much incorporated in the India Independence Act 1947, which gave much autonomy to the princely states. Autonomy to the princely states. In your entire presentation, you have used the term impatient Pakistan. If I could recall, impatient. The very term impatient is one of the root cause of accession. Had Pakistan showed some kind of restraint, and it could have better followed the policy of wait and watch, things might have led either way, either way. So at times, when you look at things from international perspective, you have to apply your mind and you have to express your patience to arrive at certain fruitful conclusions, which Pakistan didn't. It didn't. And the conflict went on aggravating, and the reasons for all these conflicts you very categorically elaborated. We also elaborated all the UN resolutions which were focusing on the different conditions between both these nations. And ultimately, you had also mentioned in detail all the wars which both the nations have fought together. And the ultimate outcome, even today, is zero, even zero. So if you look at the history of wars, I'm talking of international wars, big wars, First World War, Second World War, n number of wars. If you go to the history of the war, you'll see and you'll find and you'll arrive at a conclusion that ultimately war had led to no conclusions. Ultimately, the conclusions which we have arrived at is through some kind of negotiation, which you again very elaborately pointed out at the later part of your debate. There are many processes to get issues resolved. One may be mediation, which India has totally rejected. One may be adjudication, which one it may be approaching to International Court of Justice. But the best approach for such problems to get resolved is always through negotiations. So if both the countries indulge into and engage themselves through higher and positive negotiating skills, then there may be a possibility that both the nations may arrive at certain conclusion, though it is very premature to conclude that what will be the final outcome. But definitely, to be optimistic, we can say that negotiation with a positive frame of mind might lead to certain positive outcomes. This, I think that I should add it to your presentation. And if we cumulate the entire discourse, then the presentation becomes fully productive. Thank you again for your very nice presentation, which myself uh, got an opportunity to learn something from your presentation. And keep it up and uh, keep your morale high. Thank you so much. Thank you to GSTS once again for giving me this opportunity to present my views. Thank you all.
Uh, Thank you, sir. And just a little bit, if you could explain about this, I mean, if what are your views about this platform as well? I mean, what do you think, and something if you would like to suggest us to enhance this platform more, and what do you think about this particular platform, Graduate Scholars Talk Series?
Is this question addressed to me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, fine, fine. Uh, though I had thought of commenting upon such issues also. See, initially when I got to know about this entire idea of GSTS, and myself and Manish ji are very close friends since last almost 20-25 years. So we know each other since very long. And I really want to compliment again and congratulate Manish ji for his commendable work and hard work, which has ultimately led to achieving this goal, this target of almost 180 talk series. If I'm not mistaken, Manish ji, we had celebrated 150th session also in the university.
100, sir.
100,
100.
yes, 100. So that was a really a landmark in the entire discourse. Now, what I have seen today and what I am witnessing today is initially I had the idea in my mind that this graduate scholars talk series is limited to scholars of Shyam Lal College. This was initially what was going on in my mind. But today, when I got to know about the profile of Miss Sunita, and when I got to see that this young scholar from SPM College is now presenting her views, I was really, uh, I felt so humble and so, what to say, um, I was just appreciative of the entire discourse of GSTS for including all academic scholars, graduate scholars of diverse colleges and almost all colleges across the university. This is how we can expand the academic discourse within the university system also. When we provide platform to such scholars at such levels, which at our times we felt that there was no such platform where we could practice, where we could have initiated to present our views on such platforms. And such platforms, believe me, trust me, naturally enhances the morale and the spirit of scholars at this juncture, at this stage. When you come at our stage, definitely it may not sound that lucrative. But if you look at from the perspective of scholars who are pursuing their graduation or post graduation, such platforms really enhances your skill, your confidence, your morale, and it is going to pay you in the long run as far as academic discourse is concerned. So I again compliment the entire effort of GSTS and keep on this work as long as you all are capable of pursuing this. And whatever support and help from my side is expected from you all. I'm always eager and I'm always ready to volunteer to make this entire series a success. Thank you once again. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your such beautiful words and appreciation. Thank you for all the remarks and suggestions you have provided, and surely we are looking forward your continuous presence with us in this academic journey and in this initiative. Thank you so much once again for joining us. Now, further in the session, I would like to invite our to-be speaker who will be speaking on next Sunday. She is Miss Gunjan, and she will be presenting her talk on the topic patriarchy, capitalism, and subjugation of women. So, Miss Gunjan, you could present your objectives for your upcoming talk.
So, hello everyone. Good evening. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, please carry on.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So my name is Gunjan Kharwat, and I'm currently pursuing Master in History from Delhi University, and I have done my graduation from Miranda House. And my topic is capitalism, patriarchy, and women's subordination. And here is two important points. Key. Why did I select this topic, and what are my main motives? Like. इस टॉक में कोई भी रिस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं थी कि आप इस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक पे बोलो, लेकिन मैंने जेंडर रिलेटेड इशू एंड कैपिटलिज्म को चूज किया. सो मैंने ग्रेजुएशन लेवल में जेंडर पेपर, एक सेपरेट पेपर पढ़ा, तो हर एक टॉपिक को एक जेंडर लेंस से देखना मेरी हैबिट बन गई है. एंड ये मेरा फेवरेट टॉपिक था, तो मैंने इसको चूज किया कि मैं इसमें बेटर रिप्रेजेंट कर सकती हूँ. और मेरा मेन मोटिव यही है कि टू क्रिएट अ सेल्फ कॉन्शियसनेस अमंग वीमेन रिगार्डिंग देयर सबऑर्डिनेशन. क्योंकि आज की सोसाइटी में प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि पेट्रियार्की को एज ए नेचुरलाइज कर दिया गया है, जिसमें एक्सप्लॉयटेशन, वायलेंस जैसी चीजें एकदम नेचुरल हो गई हैं कि कोई वाइफ है, उसको कोई हस्बैंड मार देता है तो नहीं, ये तो राइट है हस्बैंड का, बिकॉज वीमेन ट्रीटेड एज अ प्रॉपर्टी. तो सबसे पहले की प्रॉब्लम को समझने से पहले, विमेन इमेंसिपेशन को समझने से पहले हमें विमेन हिस्ट्री को फिर से देखना पड़ेगा, और प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने से पहले प्रॉब्लम को आइडेंटिफाई करना पड़ेगा. क्योंकि विमेन को अपने एक्सप्लॉयटेशन और सबऑर्डिनेशन का पता ही नहीं रहता है. मेन प्रॉब्लम इसलिए है क्योंकि पेट्रियार्की को इतना नेचुरलाइज किया गया है कि विमेन को आइडियोलॉजिकली वायलेंस के थ्रू हमेशा एक पेट्रियार्की जैसे स्ट्रक्चर के अंदर रखा जाता है, जिसकी वजह से वो अपना इवन फुल प्रोग्रेस नहीं कर पा रही हैं। इवन आप हिस्ट्री उठा के देखो, विमेन का जब से हमारी सिविलाइजेशन स्टार्ट हुई, विमेन का रोल 50% रहा है, विमेन 50% की रेशियो से रही है। बट प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि विमेन को पूरी हिस्ट्री से एलिमिनेट कर दिया गया कि विमेन का तो कोई रोल ही नहीं है हिस्ट्री में, उनका कोई कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन ही नहीं है हिस्ट्री में। और दो कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी आर्ग्यूमेंट एक साथ चलते हैं कि विमेन 50% रेशियो में ही है और उनका कोई कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन भी नहीं है। बट अगर हम एक्चुअल में देखें तो सिविलाइजेशन को बनाने में मैन एंड विमेन दोनों का इक्वल रोल रहा है। तो आज के टॉप सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट हमारे लिए है कि हम इस पेट्रियार्की जैसे स्ट्रक्चर को समझें कि किस तरह से विमेन को आगे बढ़ने से कहीं ना कहीं स्ट्रक्चर रोकता है। एंड माय सेकंड टॉपिक की कैपिटलिज्म काफी अलग लगता है कि नहीं, कैपिटलिज्म पेट्रियार्की कैसे है। मतलब कैपिटलिज्म का नाम आते हैं हमारे दिमाग में मॉडर्निटी जैसी चीजें, ग्लोबलाइजेशन जैसी चीजें आती हैं कि नहीं कैपिटलिज्म से मॉडर्निटी आई। बट कैपिटलिज्म ने नो डाउट कि विमेन को राइट नहीं दिए या अदर चीजें नहीं दी, लेकिन कैपिटलिज्म ने कैसे पेट्रियार्की के साथ अलायंस करके विमेन की सबऑर्डिनेशन को, उनकी एक्सप्लॉयटेशन को और बढ़ा दिया है। तो हमें ये चीजें भी देखनी पड़ेंगी, क्योंकि जब तक हम प्रॉब्लम नहीं समझेंगे हम सोल्यूशन नहीं निकाल सकते। तो मैंने इसीलिए इन दोनों टॉपिक को चूज किया। एंड कैपिटलिज्म एज अ मोड ऑफ प्रोडक्शन सिर्फ विमेन को उसने ऐसे अनपेड वर्कर की तरफ बना दिया, एज ए सिर्फ हाउसवाइफ जैसे, कि जैसे बिफोर इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन विमेन का बहुत सेंट्रल रोल था फैमिली में जब हाउस होल्ड लेवल पे प्रोडक्शन होते थे। लेकिन आफ्टर इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन या जब कैपिटलिज्म अपने पीक पर है तो विमेन का वर्क ऐसे कैपिटलिज्म ने ट्रीट किया, ये तो अनपेड वर्क है। हाउस होल्ड वर्क क्या है? अनपेड वर्क। और मिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर जो है अनपेड वर्क की तरह ट्रीट किए जाते हैं। तो आज के टाइम पे हर एक चीज जेंडर्ड हो गई है, इवन हमारे बोलने में लेके
Gunjan,
लैंग्वेज
hello.
एंड एवरीथिंग। So
Gunjan, sorry to interrupt you. Gunjan, you just have to give a little idea about what you will be presenting on Sunday. मतलब
I'm
आपको सिर्फ
clarifying something.
okay, no, just a little bit idea and just objectives and that's it. बाकी हम next Sunday आपको सुनेंगे तो आप
Okay, okay.
clearly अपने आप को explain करेंगी. Just a little objectives and that's it. Not very much into detail. Yeah. So kindly
Oh,
just wrap
sorry,
it up.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
No,
So
no, it's
main
okay. It's
मेरा
okay.
I'm so sorry. So मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव मेरा यही था कि एक सेल्फ कॉन्शियसनेस विमेन के अंदर क्रिएट करना और विमेन होने के नाते खुद को एम्पावर करना, क्योंकि हम जब तक खुद एम्पावर नहीं रहेंगे तब तक हम दूसरों को एम्पावर नहीं कर सकते। सो ये मेरे मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव थे एंड थैंक यू फॉर गिविंग मी दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Gunjan, and it is obviously going to be a really good talk on next Sunday, and we are eager to listen you as well. So thank you so much, Gunjan, and once again, congratulations to our speaker. And now it's time to wrap this session up. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. And now at the end, I would like to hand over the moderation to Dr. Manish Karnawal. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Silent. I think my voice is clear. My voice is coming out.
Uh, yes.
Okay, so thank you again. It's a really wonderful session. My duty is to give thanks to a speaker and guest of honor. So firstly, it's a really Sambhu sir has raised a few issues. Likewise, sir, for your just information, sir, last Sunday we had a student from Bhagat Singh College talked about Himalaya and the coming scholar from the Miranda House, and not only sir, Delhi University, almost 90 colleges across the country, because we had Haryana University, Central University, Jammu, Kashmir. So it's a pan India students. They are coming and expressing their own ideas on diverse issue. Last time it's environment, this time it's the Indo-Pak, and the coming Sunday, as you know, the gender. Though I'm not very fascinated about the gender, but it's very democratic forum. So people are coming and expressing their ideas. So first of all, we have 120 seconds more. So thank you, Sunita, for giving us a wonderful depiction about Indo-Pak relation after 1947. I have to say so many things because I limited myself because I'm a modern Indian history student, but it's fantastic that you have covered post 1947, and Sambhu sir covered the pre 1947. So my work is very less. And thank you, Mohsina, for Dr. Mohsina, that you have like got a very good student, and you're a student in before us. So thank you, Mohsina, for giving a good scholar. So she's in the third year, but her prospect is very fascinating. So thank you, Mohsina, thank you, Sunita, and thank you, Sambhu sir, for presenting, for giving their time here. And Sambhu sir, from last so many times I told sir, kindly come to this forum, but I know right now he's doing so many works for the teachers, for the teacher development from last 6 years is too much, but he's doing all these things from last 14-15 years. And he was my senior also in the Department of African Studies. And really sir has a great repute in both in the politics and academics. Very few people, those who balance themselves in the politics and in the academics, and one of few people, Sambhu sir is amongst us. Thank you, sir, for joining us. And apart from Sambhu sir and Dr. Mohsina, we have Pankajendra Kishore sir and Madhvi Jha, and so many faculty members from different colleges. So this is another a good idea that this Sunday, if anybody wants to interact, so this is this forum, and we can get interacted with each other. For a few minutes, Susan sir is also there, and from Sunita's college, SPM, I saw 2 or 3 professors joined, Anjani, and I think Ritu Bhagat ma'am is usually here, but right now she didn't connect us, but it's fine. So thank you very much for a wonderful evening, 5 to 6, and we catered time, so it's 6 o'clock. So thank you, my graduate, postgraduate, MPhil and PhD students. We'll meet again the next Sunday for a wonderful session on the gender and patriarchy. And till then, I'm signing out. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.